Yo, it's your girl Harlem Nye. We here at Proven Magic Studios.
What up? You know the vibes, man. Jody Mack.
All in Conversations. Tonight we have a special guest here. Your girl Quana.
Yo.
Quana, what's good, champ?
Ain't nothing. How you doing?
Easy, man. How you doing?
I'm easy. Always.
Right.
Yes, so today we came here for a special episode because we wanted to bring Quana on life after lockup. So a lot of us have experienced this, a lot of us haven't. Kids have dealt with their parents being incarcerated. We have, so much to talk about on this topic. So today we just want to ask Quana, a few basic questions like where you from? And, things like that.
All right. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. I've been in PA for quite some time, though.
What part of Brooklyn you from?
Flatbush.
Oh, you from the islands. Caribbean area, huh?
Yes.
Okay, nice. So, all right, let's just jump right into it. Like, what was you incarcerated for? Let the people know what was you incarcerated for? How long did you do? Just give them a quick rundown of everything.
So my first case was a theft by deception. I was sentenced to 3 to 6 years with special probation.
Okay. And when you see for people that's maybe not familiar with a theft by deception, what is that? Can you explain it to them?
Theft by deception is when you take something from someone by basically lying to get it. So if I say I need $1,000 to go buy a car and I take that, you give me that $1,000 and I go buy some weed. You know what I'm saying? Or do opposite of what I asked for that money for.
So basically, you did something different with the money and...
Absolutely.
You deceived them. Theft by deception. I mean, it speaks for itself, right? Yeah. It's not like you just gamed somebody. That's how we would say it.
I mean, the white people call it deceiving. We just call it we just ran game or we just lied to get what we wanted.
Right. They call it deception.
They call it deception. So that word that they use is what capitalizes people in their judgment. Right. You know what I'm saying? So when they put that powerful word on it, then it becomes something different than what we would consider it. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, I looked at it like I was lying to get money.
Yeah, I'm
not
trying to get
when they looked at it like, no, you was deceiving. I'm like, okay, if you say so, but it's their word against mine, right? Right. It's supposed to be innocent till proven guilty, but...
Yeah. So is that the first charge that's the first thing you ever been arrested for?
I mean, that's my first like real big case, like especially as an adult. You know what I'm saying? Like I've had plenty of assault cases from teens all the way up.
Yeah, but that's something that you did hard time for. That's something that affected your life.
Yeah, that's something that I actually went and did some time for.
And it affected your life?
Yeah, it affected my children.
Yeah, your children. Mm-hmm. That was my next question. Did you have children at that time?
Yes.
Okay.
And
5 children, okay. And how would you say that affected your children?
For one, they actually went to court with me that day. So it was just like, I was like, oh, you got to come and go see the judge. I'm thinking it's something simple. So we all go to court. And I just had my baby. My son at the time was like 5-6 months. Wow. So we go into court and we thinking, all right, I'm going to leave here and we going to go home, have some breakfast. Like, Mommy went in jail. So I had to sit with my children until my mom came. Like, so it was devastating for them to see that.
Just to watch that, to be there in the courtroom and see that.
As a mom, how did it feel being remanded in front of your children?
That was humiliating.
Were you more hurt or humiliated?
I was more hurt. I was more hurt for them.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I as a person who done a crime and live in the street life, I know I accept the consequences, hands down. You know what I'm saying? However, my children had to witness that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. Like, they really had to see that. So
and
it
then
was
you had
something
to
different.
call
That's unfortunate.
someone to come pick them up
Right.
and pick up the slack and be the mother and help with your
Right.
children. So that right there alone,
Right, my
that,
bill was $250,000. There was no way I was coming home.
Yeah, that's ransom. That's not bail.
$250,000.
For people like us, that shit is
I was held
ransom.
hostage.
That's a fact. That's holding you hostage. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit is ransom.
So what you was thinking at that point when they remanded you and you was like, wow, I'm going to jail. My kids is right here. I'm about to probably lose everything. Like, what was going through your mind at that moment?
My babies.
Like, wow, my babies is going to be. I can't take care of them. There's nothing I can do for them.
My babies, my mother, because that's who had to pick it up.
Right.
That's who was next up. You know what I'm saying? Because it was me and my husband that both went to prison at the same time. That was
that's
that was my
nasty, bro.
code D. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm sorry.
It was different.
Right. So look, right. Out of the 3 to 6, how long they spanked you with? How long you end up doing?
So I'm a first time felon.
Right. And non-violent.
So, non-violent. It's a white collar crime.
Right.
Everybody is. White collar crime is a total different thing.
Right.
They tried to scare me up with the feds because my amount was like $1.1 million. So it wasn't no change we was talking.
Right, you was eating.
Millions. You
Right,
know what
you
I'm
was
saying? So
eating.
it was like, it wasn't that I was eating. It was, I took on a lot of responsibility. So most of all, people look at it like I was eating. The hurtful part of it all was that was somebody that was special to me.
Wow.
Right.
So you feel like
Take
you hurt
everything out
somebody.
the picture.
Right. It just
Fuck the money.
Yeah. How you gonna do that? Like when you know this is the consequences of that.
It was deeper than that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Just because of who it was.
Right.
And I know how hurtful that was to that person. And before I was able to make amends with that person, she passed away.
Oh man.
Wow.
So I never got to close that door. So it was still an open door until being in prison and being taken away from everything. You know what I'm saying? Like when they put me in that paper, like that was front page. Like they made that shit seem like.
And they go hard.
I
out
made
there.
front page, so I know how that shit is.
Out
And
here
they make it
Pennsylvania,
seem
they go
so
hard.
bad.
Yeah,
Like
go
they
hard.
make
They
it
go-
seem like
You steal from Walmart,
You
they
make
put you
it
in the front.
seem
They put
so
you in the paper out here. They don't play that
bad.
shit. So
Like,
I know.
you know what I'm saying? And
Shit.
I think what the difference with my case was because my victim was somebody. She was somebody important to the Lehigh Valley
The community, yeah.
and the community in its whole. You know what I'm saying? I had a special relationship with her.
So you
You
feel,
understand what
so
I'm
you feel like you
saying?
betrayed her.
Yes.
You
Yes.
betrayed her. Somebody that
And-
trusted you.
Yes. So it was like, see, they put it like, oh, you thought you were Peter Pan and you tried to, you know what I'm saying, you robbed the rich and give to the poor. And it was like, no, you know what I'm saying? I did what I did
Yeah.
to survive for me and my children
At that
so
moment,
that we didn't have to resort to selling drugs no more. Like, I didn't want to do that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not someone that just I met. This is someone that I knew from when I first came to PA. Like when I was 16 and got shot in the face, she paid for my recovery. She paid for my surgery. Like this is somebody that, you know, at my first baby, she was there. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody near and dear. You know what I'm saying? That I knew that had it. She had it.
So you was like, listen.
And I knew she loved me in a different light. You know what I'm saying?
So
See,
did you feel like you could ask her to?
I could have. And don't get me wrong. She did everything for me. She paid for my college tuition. I went to school for criminal justice. Still was in the street. She paid for my first car. Like, you know what I'm saying? She paid my way for a lot of little things. You understand what I'm saying? But I was still...
You still needed more because you needed
because
the
I
help
started
for the
living
kids.
above my means. You get what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Right,
That's when it
Yep.
became like I could do and move how I want. I got 3-4 cars. I got the house over here. Like my kids is taken care of. Everybody around me is good. Everybody is good. You need fuck it. We up. I got y'all.
You
We
was-
all
you was
together.
holding
You wanna go
everybody
to school.
down,
You
making
wanna go to
sure-
school. My kids was going to private schools. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was doing productive things. You know what I'm saying?
You got
Putting
used to
people
that
in
lifestyle,
positions,
though.
and I did.
You got used to
know
the
what I'm saying?
lifestyle.
I did.
And it's like I can't go back to, you know, I don't want to go back to living like broke and not having it.
None of us want to live broke.
Nobody do. And that's a tough decision. That's a tough decision to make. That's a hard decision to make. People don't know because they don't be put around money like that, and they don't be fortunate to be around people like that.
And at that time, I didn't know too much about the investment. I ain't have, you know what I'm saying? I had my mom in my ear.
Your mind wasn't right.
You know what I'm saying? I had my mother. My mother was like, you know what I'm saying? Even though she had no clue, but she was just like, yo, what you doing with your money? What you doing? Like,
she just seen you.
She just knew.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
and
right.
I'm like, Ma, I don't know what you're talking. I ain't going over there. I'm doing this. I'm flying here. I'm going here. I'm buying this. And it was just nutty.
You know, as a person that was active in the life of real, you know what I'm saying? It's the difference between niggas living and niggas living.
Right.
And when you get in a certain type of paper, you know what I'm saying? The people that might be living still looking at you like you living. Mm-hmm. When you was incarcerated, because we got to bring it back there. First, this is like a 2-part question. Mm-hmm. The first part, did you have any animosity towards her before she passed away while you were doing your bid? And if not, were the terms that you wanted to make amends on kind of like neglected by you? Or it was just, it happened so fast that
everything happened so fast. So I could never be mad at her because she loved me like a godmother should.
Right.
Right? You understand what I'm saying? So I was never mad at her. I was more mad at myself.
For making that decision.
Yeah, like when everything took place, like when these charges came into play, it was just like one day they knocking on my door and they're giving me a grand jury indictment. I'm going in front of the grand jury, and like 2 days later, I'm getting the paper in the court, and I'm, you know what I'm saying? It's like
you're indicted.
You've been right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's me and my husband. We go to court. You know what I'm saying? They both be remanded. You know what I'm saying? This is my code D, and we in here. We rocking.
We rocking together.
This is what I thought.
Right.
This is what I thought we was rocking. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, after I got hit with that indictment, you know, to come to the grand jury, I think it was like the next day I woke up, she was dead. It was on the news.
Wow. Oh my God! So it happened right away.
I feel like she died from a broken heart. That's my opinion, because she died in her sleep, from what I got.
Okay.
So I never.
So she never got to see you go to prison for that.
No.
Because she died right away. Wow.
See, I don't think she would have wanted me.
Right. I was under the impression that like she pressed the button and like, yo, nah, she got to get it.
Yeah, that's why
I was under that impression. Right. If I would have knew that she passed away.
She was never the one to press the button.
Right.
It was never her that pressed the charges.
Oh.
It was
the state picks up her children. Okay.
Do you have any animosity towards them?
No.
They did what they were supposed to do.
That's their mother.
As a civilian.
But they didn't know her. But that's their mother.
Right.
I get it.
Right.
She was around my kids, all 5 of them. From the time I brought them home, all 5 of them.
And they didn't understand the relationship y'all had.
She really had no, you know what I'm saying? It was really no real love, true love.
So if she could make that decision for you not like to stop everything, she would have made that decision for you not to go to jail?
She never let me go to jail because of my children. And
right.
because she knew she would have put me to work. And we would have worked, she would have
worked it out. She would have got things right.
She would have never did that. But I understand, so I'm not mad at anyone.
Were you ever mad?
No.
I respect your shit.
No,
as a nigga who get bids, I respect your shit. You owning up to your shit.
You have to respect your decisions, the decisions you make in life. So I respect that as well.
You have to. You have to.
So how long did you do again for this particular crime?
So on that case, I went upstate. I sat in the county for a little while. I did all together probably about 2 because I went to boot camp. Mm-hmm. I went to boot camp. Quana came home. That's like a 6-month program. You got a
That's like
PT. You know how
shock.
that
Yeah,
shit,
you
shock
up,
program.
you up,
you up north.
you up 6 in the morning.
6 in the morning push-ups.
Yeah,
you know
before
what I'm saying?
you eat.
What is it? You physically fit, morally straight, mentally right, and you know what I'm saying? You ready to go. Like, and that's what I did for 6 months, graduated.
High and tight.
Came home, had to walk off some parole. I came
Ray,
home.
what's up, brother?
About 2014 September. Caught my gun charge in Jersey. January.
So you caught a case after that again?
Yes.
Okay, so to make it clear, she caught another case after that. So you caught a gun charge. So after that, how was it? Because you was on parole, right? I'm assuming you were still on parole.
Yeah.
So you was like, damn, they're about to smoke my boots now because I'm on parole.
Did they run it consecutive or concurrent?
I'm in Jersey with my gun charge though.
Okay.
I caught the gun charge in Jersey, leaving the strip club. In Jersey, daytime is totally different. That shit in Patterson, because I was in Patterson, it was totally different. Daytime run, it's like a 5 with a 1, a 3 with a 1. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they ended up giving me I think it was a 5 with a 1.
That's like Georgia.
So I got to do 1 year. You know what I'm saying? I
and
had my year in the county,
probation.
but then I had to go to
Get
Clinton,
a number.
You know what I'm saying? I had to go downstate, get a number. You know what I'm saying? See parole to my detainer. Hope the PA don't smoke my boots. But see, the good thing about Jersey was if you go in there and you know what I'm saying, you doing shit, you programming, you whatever, you walk your back number down. You know what I'm saying? So you could bring that 5 down. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you leave. I had like maybe something good time. You know what I'm saying? So that shit counted to the
and you get to do things while you in there, productive things.
That shit was different than Jersey State Prison is different than PA State Prison.
This Commonwealth.
You know what I'm saying?
They all different everywhere.
You know what I mean? Like,
it is different.
However, but that whole transition was, go to Jersey. I did my time there for the gun charge, paroled to PA, got to PA. And they tried it though. PA tried me on the first go round. You got to go up there. You got to wait for your green sheet. They walk you down. I got there in July of 2016. I didn't get my green sheet to December 2016. And that shit was like I had a 18-month hit, but I had certain amount of credits. So I was eligible for parole in February. So how parole works out here is the longer you sit on your open case and don't take a plea, it counts towards your parole. So the longer you walk them down, the more your parole is walking down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm walking them down by I'm not taking that plea. You're not giving me that. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not taking that first plea. You're giving that, fuck out of here. Send me back. I'm saying, you send me back, tell my lawyer, come with another one. I fired my lawyer, ended up getting another one. No, you gotta come better than that. I know
all about that.
You know what I'm saying? Like my mom's is traveling. She got my kids. She's traveling back and forth from PA to Jersey, every court hearing. She's writing letters. She's this, that, the third. So one day I'm in the chambers. My mom can't make it to Jersey for the court hearing. So my mom is on the phone with the judge in the chambers, and I'm like, Mom, I'm not taking that plea. I'm not. Fuck it. You gonna go to trial? I'm not. Jersey, they was not supposed to do what they did, but I'm not taking that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so
they gotta come better than that. But my mom begged me, like, the judge is telling me, like, listen, you have 1 year in. I'm telling you, all you gotta do is go to state and they gonna parole you. I'm telling you, they gonna parole you. I'm like, no.
You thought they was gonna
that 5 is what I was thinking about. Yeah. Fuck that. What? That 5? I like you bugging, cause I know shit gonna be hard for me when I get outside. Like, I don't want to do that, cause I still owe them 6 plus 8.
Right.
I don't want to. No, you bugging, you tripping. Y'all trying to lie me. So my mom begged me to take the plea. I took the plea. Get the PA. Parole tried to smoke me. Long story short, I had so much good, you know what I'm saying, time that I walked them down on my charge in Jersey that they couldn't really hit me, but they ended up finding a reason.
They find a way.
They gonna always
find. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go in front of parole he don't want to talk about the gun charge and why I'm here. He want to talk about my original charge.
Parole, yeah.
But nigga, I already
That's
told
done.
you. I owned that.
Right.
I did that. I fucked up. I lied.
Right.
I will forever be guilty for that and feel like shit for that because I never got a chance to apologize to that lady.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying?
So it was a little more. It was the time.
Fuck the time.
That's what.
Let me go back and apologize. Let me explain.
Right.
Let me explain.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you how I overexceeded and overexerted my living. Let me explain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it
let me tell you what happened.
Surely happened.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, let me tell you how I created more bills by allowing more people. You know what I'm saying?
Start helping more people, putting more people on. You
said it from the jump. Like, you had a lot on your plate.
Therefore,
and you're not on a budget. You just helping everybody. You just trying to.
It is.
And everybody see you got it. So
my folks, we all like
go.
I said, we good.
Hold on, let me ask you a question, son. Cause I did bids, like, know what I'm saying, and I always was the nigga. I had the store, I had the bud, like, no. How was you in there? Like, was you lit?
Chilling.
Was you lit? Was you active? Like, how was you?
Listen,
was you asking to get on the phone?
What?
Asking to get on the phone is crazy.
We had a sign up sheet. I ain't never have to ask nobody.
See, no, because I'm asking.
I'm on my live right now, so it's a lot of people that I was upstate with on my live, you know, that could really chime in and be like,
nah, they could get an interview too.
You know what I mean? But I never had.
So you was active in the building, had the commissary crazy, at the store. You was a store. You was a store.
No, I wasn't.
She was in
the store. Anybody who was with me, I know what it is.
Yeah, I went to the store too. I'm not gonna know illegal.
I had my own. You know what I'm saying? That's when you could get your cigarettes. You know, we had the. You know what I'm saying?
You had cigarettes. That's what states.
I'm saying, and I had a bitch. So my bitch, she lived with me in my hut. We was eating together, and she had, I had.
Yeah, it was good. Y'all
just making it worse.
Right.
And you gotta think about it. At the end of the day, you in jail, but you still
have
kids at home.
You gotta
not
adapt.
only
So it's
that,
like it's
you
not.
gotta pay over the phone.
You gotta be a chameleon.
You gotta adapt.
You gotta be a chameleon. It's
so
no
either,
way
listen,
you gonna survive, man. You gonna either lay down or
listen. You can either go to the yard and you can entertain this shit because them bitches was definitely up there getting it shaking. You know what I'm saying? The bitches was definitely up there putting in work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you can either get with that shit or you could be on some shit like, man, listen, I'm trying to get home. I ain't got no problem with nobody. Ain't nobody pressing me. Like, so what I got
my shit right.
What I got beef for? I don't got no situation up here. Like, I'm the same way.
Everywhere you go.
Everywhere.
That's like me. I'm the same.
There's no reason.
Everywhere I go.
Either they gonna love you or hate you.
That ain't your business. You gotta get home to them kids. You gotta get home to them babies.
That's
Fuck
it.
that.
I'm saying I ain't with the messy shit. We ain't going. You know what I'm saying? You know, like the fuck. I'm a really goofy person. I really like to laugh shit. Like really, I'm just me. But either you fuck with me or you don't. Move around. It is what it is. But
you just keep yourself busy, occupied.
I work. I worked outside the gate.
That was my next question.
At first, I was high risk, so I never left Muncie. I never left Muncie. I never was able to leave Muncie, but you know what I'm saying? I managed to work my level down, you know what I'm saying? And I became a 2R. And I was working outside the gate. So I was driving the tractors all on the prison. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was out the fucking way. I had...
You keep yourself
I had maybe 2 incidents with security. You know what I'm saying? And that was on some male shit.
Baby dad.
But that shit, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't about nothing. Other than that, it was easy.
Right. Everybody, this is Proven Magic Studios, All in Conversations, Life After Lockdown. This is Jody Mack. I'm with Harlem 9. We got the girl.
You already know we in the building.
We got Quana Monet in the building, man.
So, yes. Yeah. So, how do you feel about, from the time you was released till now, what are your biggest accomplishments since you've been home? Like, what you been up to? Like, what you been doing? What you been getting into? What you been accomplishing?
So, I ended up catching another case after that.
Oh, my God.
That shit bad, right?
I knew I would ask that question to this girl.
Listen, caught another case and whatever. Long story short, came back. I've been working. You know what I'm saying?
I seen that. That's why I asked, and I was hoping you were going to say that. But you caught another one. So we 3 in now.
Yeah,
we 3 cases in.
All right. In.
So
the third one was a light. It was a misdemeanor, whatever.
Do you feel like it's a revolving door once you get arrested? It's like you just keep going back to fuck the jail for stupid shit all the time?
Until you change your thinking.
Listen, I walked through life doing all the shit that I did in my teens, my 20s, and then my 30s. Like, word.
It was
now
I'm going.
Death by deception when I, you know what I'm saying? Like,
in your 30s.
Yo, like, that shit is wild. So, it was just like, all right, the death by deception, came home, called myself having a good time for my birthday, end up getting caught with the hammer.
What would you?
Wait,
what you needed the hammer for in Jersey?
This was
It's
after the
dangerous out
strip
there,
club situation, right?
Yeah.
That was celebrating your birthday. You was in there fucking it up for your birthday and end up getting pinched with the hammer.
Yeah, shit went left.
You shouldn't have had the hammer. Somebody else should have had the hammer for you.
Listen,
But she was like, fuck that.
It is what it is.
It happened,
it was mine. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody going, you in my car.
Yeah,
right.
But I was in my car. It was just me in my car. It wasn't like it was me and somebody else in my car.
Right.
I was already in my car ready to put my foot on the gas when they whoop whoop. And it was like, excuse me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we heard there was a gun in this car. I'm like, a gun in what car? Like,
in somebody's wait. In somebody's stack on you.
There's a gun in the car.
That's nasty work.
That's only because shit went left.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, wait, why
left.
would they come to your car and say that? Okay.
Because shit went left.
Yeah, she broke it down. She broke it down. She
like,
went left.
It just went left. And somebody said that car.
Oh, my God.
That's
so that's their probable cause now to check your car because somebody said there's a gun in there.
Yeah. But my glove compartment was locked, so they didn't have a search warrant. They wasn't supposed to open it. It wasn't my car.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? But, okay. It's me in this car. Who I'ma say it is?
Yeah, and not only that, you
like,
on
nigga, fuck out of here. Like, if you in this car and that's my gun, nigga, that's my shit.
That's mine.
But I'ma tell you before you get in this car, like, yo,
I got a hammer in here. Right.
You know, I'm letting you know now.
I mean, it's mine, but I'm letting you know it's mine.
So you'll know ain't no, you know what I mean? Ain't no shot. Like, alright, they ask you no questions. You know,
that's it in there. You know that thing in there.
Word.
However, when I came home from
come
that,
in on your own risk.
Enter at your own risk.
Yeah, come in here at your own risk. Word, because listen, that's a life you was living. That's what it was at that time. Yeah, it is what it is.
You know how you feel like certain places you go, you gotta have.
But you grow as time go on, and you know.
Yeah.
Time get taken away from your life. Facts. Time get taken away from your kids, from your parents. And then you realize, like, damn, I don't want to keep doing this shit. I don't want to keep going to jail. I don't want to keep being away from my kids.
Especially when you calling home and your mom is like, I'm getting tired and this, and you know what I'm saying? But you know it's just like, damn,
when you start feeling like you're a burden.
Like, damn, you know what I mean?
That's the nasty work, right?
You know what I
mean?
mean? But she got a balance. But I'm gonna tell you, my oldest, that's my motherfucking right hand man. You hear me? I lay it all on the line for that girl.
How old is she?
She's 26 now, but she was what, 15 when I went in?
Warrior.
Wow.
Calling on the 3-ways. Mom, dad on the phone, put the 3-ways. Yo, I'm gonna order your commissary. Yo, I'm gonna send you this money. Yo, such and such called. They sent this bread. I'm about to send that money. Yeah. My mom ain't know how to do it. Right. My daughter had to step up and she like, Mom, such and such called. I'm gonna send you this bread. Yo, Mom, such and such hit your inbox. I put fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop. She on Facebook like, yo, y'all bitches don't be asking about my mom when y'all was she shooting them out like, yo, don't hit my line. Yo, when my mom come home, don't come at like she rolled every bit out day in, day out.
Every second with
every
you.
Fucking second.
She was the one
you
knew.
Right
my
your
pictures,
mom and your sister.
My mom ain't know how to send no pictures. She ain't know how to order that shit.
She did her first bid with you at 15.
15.
Yeah, it be real like that. My son.
She cut from a different cloth. Look, now you know what it be. When we be thorough, right? our kids take up after us, even though if we don't know it.
That's a fact.
They could do whatever the fuck they do outside the home, but they know, like, yo, my pops is thorough. My pops is genuine. My pop, like, know what I'm saying? My pops is honorable. Like, certain shit I'm not gonna stand for. And they notice that shit. So that rubs off on them. She knew, my mom's a rider. So if my mom's would have been home and this was somebody else, this how my mom's would have handled it. So this how I'ma handle it.
Absolutely.
And that's real shit. Word.
That's
real shit.
That's how it was with my son. I was calling him, and he just was doing everything. I'm like, yo, can you do this? Can you do this?
Because one thing we have to realize in life is, I'm an 80s baby, so we grew up different. You know what I'm saying? Loyalty, honor, respect. That shit is in line. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you cannot be mold right if you don't practice those three things among more.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying to you? So what we learn from them, we gonna fuck up and make mistakes, but we ain't never gonna lose those.
No, at all.
We ain't never gonna violate those.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's a code, and that code it died as generations became younger and younger, because the parents that didn't really continue that legacy let that shit slide.
You know what I think happened? Parents wanted to be friends more than be parents. Like, when we don't have no more nanas and we don't got no more big mamas, that shit is a dub. The village been burnt down a long time ago when your son is, don't tell me about my son.
Right.
Once that era came in, I fuck you and your kid then.
Yep.
That became the attitude of everyone, and it's fucked up because now it's like the youth have no morals. It's like they have no self-respect to even give respect to.
They don't have no respect for themselves, other adults, nobody.
We was just speaking about this the other day, right, Quana? And I was like, yo, a old dude was like, a young dude called my man old. But my man's not old. No, we not 40. Nigga like, yo, nah, the old nigga. Old nigga. But for us, old to us was niggas in their 80s. 70s.
Those was old.
To them, we old because them young niggas is dying young. They dying in their 20s. Yep. So to a nigga that's 43, 44, 45, they like this old nigga, but we in our prime. We loopy.
We old at 40. We old at 40.
They don't even know we still active.
Right, we active. We loopy.
We
like,
just
you know
low.
what I'm saying?
We just low. We just move a little different. We seasoned.
These young niggas, unfortunately, is dying. They dying young.
From a lot of different things.
And
drugs,
you know what I'm saying?
guns, all type of shit. Yep. They don't got no morals no more. It's no morals.
Right.
No morals.
I agree.
It's unfortunate, man, because they don't learn. Like, for me, you know, we talking about bid. I did bids. I did bids in New York, Connecticut, Georgia, Indiana. Like, I was trying to get rich.
Right. Right.
And you know, I had my runs, but I always was that nigga. I get pinched. Like, you know what I'm saying? I do every second. Like, you know what I mean? Always get a lawyer, do whatever I gotta do, but end up getting, you know what I'm saying, time. You know, not as much as I could have got, but I end up still having to do time. Right. And you know, just being that type of nigga who know the morals that I was taught locked up, the principles and the logics that you have to live by in order to survive every day, without a nigga who already been there 17 years just waking up one day like, fuck it, I'm gonna kill somebody. Like, know what I'm saying?
Coming home.
You gotta know, right? You gotta know how to see that from a mile away. Like, let me curve this nigga. I already see it. Somebody about to get killed. He gonna kill one of these niggas. Like, you gotta be able to see. We learn. Like, certain shit you don't say. You don't tell nobody suck your dick.
No, that's like.
But that's their favorite shit. You suck my dick.
No, that's them young niggas love that suck my dick shit. Yeah, they love that suck my dick shit.
So certain shit that we won't tolerate and shit like that is just like a norm to them. So like you say, it's like they love it. I don't know.
It's fucked up. The generation is lost.
Yeah, that
That shit crazy, bro.
It's like, what can you say? Like, this shit is nutty, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just glad, like,
we stay in our lane.
My children, I tell them all the time, like, you know, I fucked up a lot in life. You know what I'm saying? For you. So you don't have to do it. You know what I'm saying? So my kids don't, you know what I mean, really know the street. Like, my oldest is, you know what I'm saying? Like, she me.
Mm-hmm.
She me. So, you know, one way or another, she gonna find her way in, and she did. You know what I'm saying? So while I was away, she became that wild child. She became her mother. She had to feel like she stepped up, and she did. You know what I'm saying? But thank God she's calm. She a mother too. So
That's
you know what I'm saying? She in her lane. She doing her thing. Like, but
she had to grow up fast because you wasn't around.
Right.
Not
you know
only that she had to grow up fast because she wasn't around. She was growing up fast while she was around.
Yeah, cause
she watching Mama Love move and shaking.
Yeah.
She moving and shaking in her mom's shadow.
And you getting that money,
You know
she getting everything.
Yeah.
So she like spoil you and shit. All that, yo.
Word,
yeah,
man.
you're right. So it was like you season them, right? So that's like if you want your son to be codependent or independent.
Right.
You want him to be headstrong, or you want him to be, you know what I'm saying, a puppet.
Right, right.
So I'm gonna teach him what I can. I can't teach him how to be a man.
No.
But I'm gonna teach you how to be independent, your character.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Self-control. You know what I'm saying? Self-awareness, self-knowledge. These are the things that I can guide you to.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So you can have that survival.
You can make that choice as an adult when you get older, but I'm gonna teach you this.
Let me ask
I'm
you a
gonna
question.
raise you like this.
You don't gotta be in the streets.
Let me ask you a question. What makes you think that you can't teach him how to be a man?
Okay. So I can teach them how to be a gentleman. So my sons know how to open the doors. You know, they know how to let me get those bags. They know how to, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like
That's being a man. I get mad at my lady when she know to be what side of the sidewalk to walk on.
Right.
I get mad on her if she reach for a door before me. Like, I get tight at her like, yo, come on, you already know what it is.
But sometimes you have to understand this too.
Because my mom taught me this, and it was embedded at me as a man.
All right, so let me tell you this.
And my pops was around too.
All right, so
but my mom's embedded that in me.
But when you haven't had interaction with that type of man before, it is foreign. So you're so used to, it's not that we become overly independent. It's that we had to fend for self for so long that we had to carry our bags. We had to move that refrigerator to clean behind it. We had to help with the washing machine and move it in. You know what I'm saying? We open these doors. I open my own car door. So it's like I'm going to reach not because I'm trying to take that from you. It's a habit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So bring that to my awareness. That's something I got to work on, baby. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not used to it. You know what I'm saying? Bear with me as I improve that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I gave you that for years, so you're supposed to understand that about
Now, if it's been going on for years, then it's like, you better get it together.
Nah, she right. Nah, she good guap. But I was just saying, using that as an example, because I feel females can raise a good man.
Well,
because that's
I believe that because my son, he's 18 and he hasn't seen his dad since he was 4 years old. His dad was not locked up. His dad wasn't dead. He wasn't in jail. He wasn't handicapped. Nothing. He just lived in another state. And he just never seen his dad. And I tried to make an effort for him to see his dad. After a while, I just gave up. But I just raised my son the best way I could. You know, I always let him know that, you know, I'm here as your mom. I'll try to, you know, anything I could do to help you, I'm going to help you. But I can't teach you how to be a man, really. Like, certain things I can't do.
Nah,
as a woman, as a mother, I can't.
Let me break this down right fast, right? So as a mom, the things that you think that you can't do, you really doing because you're not doing it. So you're teaching him to be the man to go do it on his own.
Yeah, and he's doing it,
Right.
And he's so independent.
That's a certain part of it, right? because we're installing the emotional side of the man. That's where I gotta stop you, because we're teaching a man how to be sensitive.
All right, we go. Wait, y'all wait.
How do we teach him how to be?
I need him to improve that masculinity.
Yep.
So he has to have another man to mirror.
Okay, so look, y'all.
Like,
we gonna save that. We gonna save this
dress
conversation
up
for
and be
another
like,
day. We
you
gonna
know
save.
what I
We gonna
mean?
save
Like,
this for another day. We gonna go. We gonna keep going. In, you know what I'm saying? We gonna save this for another day. We gonna stay on life after lockdown.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
You did your 3 bids.
Right.
Okay. Which was the toughest bid? The first, the last, or the middle?
The last one.
Why was the last
It was
one
the
toughest?
shortest.
It was the shortest.
It was the shortest.
It was like you was trying to win the marathon and
You
you
was
was
just
on
trying
the
to get the hell
treadmill.
out of there.
The last bid was a bid that I broke down emotionally, mentally, spiritually.
You was tired.
Mhm.
That was it for you.
That was it for me. That I did 29 days, so I had to turn myself in. Christmas after Christmas 2019.
Ooh,
No,
that's nasty
was it
work.
19? Yeah, 19. So, no, 2020. I'm sorry. And I didn't know I was going in for a parole violation. So that was the worst part. So it was kind of wicked because with the last case that I caught, it was an assault charge, supposed to be robbery, whatever. The robbery got dropped. And there you go. The robbery got dropped. You know what I'm saying? But I ended up copping to the M3 fight on fight. Because it was fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So cop to that. I took the plea. However, my whole time I sat in the county, I'm walking my parole down.
Right.
I maxed New Year's Day 2020. You get what I'm saying?
So you knew they had to.
So I'm out of here. You gonna lift my detainer? I'm gonna bail out.
Yeah.
Right, you just waiting.
So they lifted the detainer. I bail out. You know what I'm saying? So I fight the shit from the case. I walk it down. My lawyer like, listen, you admitted to. You know what I'm saying? Y'all admit shorty ain't coming to court. You know what I'm saying? She wrote her statement. You know what I'm saying? You said this is what it was. Because I'm like, son, I didn't rob that bitch. Because I didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I did put hands on shorty. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like, you not going to send me to jail for no shit I
Not for
didn't
robbery,
do.
for assault.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but not
for
for
assault,
robbery.
I'm going to take
Yeah,
that.
I take assault,
But
but
I
not
ain't taking
robbery.
that robbery. Like,
Yeah.
sign me up for the robbery. I mean, for the assault.
But
you gotta get ahead with that robbery,
Take
bro.
that shit out of here.
That nigga was
That
like,
robbery
listen.
different, and that
Right.
robbery,
Is
that
it?
robbery said
What?
Shit,
And I'm
That's
like, but the
different.
theft by deception parole gonna cook me.
Yeah, they gonna take you
smoke
out.
my boots.
Yeah.
And that nigga
Friday
said if he
shit.
see me again, he gonna smoke my boots. Fuck
stay
you
away from him.
and that
Stay
robbery.
away.
So when I had to turn myself in to parole, like my parole officer, he did not want to violate me. But he ain't had no choice. It's your job. So I'm like, nigga, it's your job. You feel
Right,
me? Like I
right.
took the plea.
Right.
So go upstate. You know, you can sign you get the parole hearing. You either sign your gagnon that you want to have it or you don't want to have it. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
one or the
So
other.
boom, like I want to have my hearing. I already
Yeah.
paid my lawyer
You
because
wanna have
he's
your
going to
shit.
come on this video with these parole people and he's going to tell y'all everything that happened because y'all like want to smoke my boots. So when I get up there, it's mad PVs. I see all the motherfuckers that just left when I left, and I'm like, yo, they like, yo, you back New York? I'm like, oh shit.
Right. They done
Nigga,
nicked
they
you,
like, yo, I came back. I'm like, oh, this
Nasty
shit.
work.
I'm like,
Nasty.
damn, everybody back. So the shorty across.
She said
me
everybody
I
back.
was one of them niggas violating ass niggas.
Yo, I was
Shout out
like
my
that.
man
When I
SK,
keep
man.
seeing
I
people
see you
come
out
back.
there.
I'm in there. I'm like, they won't let me out, but
I'm
these
like,
bitches keep coming back
damn.
and forth in this motherfucker.
I'm like, this shit is some bullshit. So I'm in this cell. I'm like, yo. I get in there with this chick from Jersey. She was on the run for like 7 years. Like, and we became like she was trying to find herself, and I feel like God put us together for some reason.
It be like that.
That's how it be.
When I tell you we was in there, I'm done.
You
like
be rocking with
shit,
niggas you never said nothing to
when
in
I
real
tell
life.
you that shit was like a spiritual warfare. I started going through everything that I went through, all the trauma, all the emotional, all the ups and downs, all of the disappointments from the friends to the best friends to the family to the this to the that. Like that shit was, and I was just like, God, why are you doing this to me? Like, what am I like? And it was just like, you done?
Can you tell us some of the things that you have lost, like being away, incarcerated? Like some of the things, like cars, house, family,
jewelry, cars, like, you know what I'm saying? When I went in, I had the Range, I had the Beamer, I had the Benz, I had the house and the Poconos, I had the, you know what I'm saying, the jewelry, I had the Gucci, the Louis, I had it all. You understand?
Lost all that shit being in jail.
Like all of the material things, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit, you know what I'm saying? It some of it, you know, I still got some.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? I still can bust out a pair of classics.
But that shit don't even be mattering.
You know what I'm saying? And dust them shits off. They might be a little scuffed. Right. But them Gucci boots is still authentic. You know what I'm saying? I can set the serial numbers. Sometimes that shit don't even
but it wasn't worth it. It don't matter when your kids, when your kids is out there suffering because they not seeing you.
I get that shit back.
And you know what's so crazy? Because my little situation I just had, my kids was good. My kids was good. They, my mom, my baby dad, they was still eating shrimp and lobsters. When I go home, I'm jealous. I'm like, this eating good
None of that
over
shit
there.
matters though.
But it didn't matter because I was looking at my kids and it was missing me. My daughter was missing me. She looked at me and her birthday passed. I'll never forget that because I take my daughter on vacation every year. Every March we go on vacation and I couldn't take her that year. I try to do so many things like, yo, what I'm gonna do, you know, I gotta get out of here before her birthday. When I found out that wasn't gonna happen, I'm like, damn, what, my daughter's not gonna go on vacation this year. I felt like shit.
That shit hurt.
I felt like shit. I couldn't take her on vacation.
Yo, listen, let me tell you something.
I'm on the phone.
Right. That shit was like, you know, I'm up in the mountains, right? And I got all these creative people. My celly was a lifer. Old lady. She been there for like her team.
I'll be scared
of
those.
Word is born. Like her,
you gotta know how to move and shake.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was on the top bunk. Her name Maria. Like I don't even know if Miss Maria living, but you know what I'm saying? If anybody watching this shit that reach out back
shout
home,
out to Miss Maria,
like
man.
Miss Maria,
free her,
lifer, like
a pillar. We don't know.
Like,
we ain't just gonna say
free her.
We don't know what the fuck she did.
From Philly.
We don't know what the fuck she did. A pillar. We don't know what the fuck she got going on. But give her a second shot. A pillar. We ain't gonna say free her. We don't know what the fuck she did. Right, we got a pillar. Give her another shot, but we can't say free her. We don't know what she did.
Nah,
word,
she probably old as fucking there.
She had the L back then. She did some shit.
Crazy, but going back is just different.
You don't know what she did. She could have been part of 9/11. Right.
So was it a struggle when you came home? Was it a struggle to like get your life back intact?
Like it wasn't. It was a struggle because I had to adapt to living with my mom.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like I was coming home and ain't have no job. My mom owns her company, so it was like I'm coming home to jobs, but I gotta live with my mother. And
you lost your house, you lost your stuff,
like,
so now I gotta
you know
come.
Like,
you gotta rebuild.
Like,
you gotta rebuild.
What I'm saying? I ain't got no car. Like I gotta start from the bottom up. Like you know what I'm saying? This shit is a climb.
Right.
And I'm not used to living on no budget. Like fuck you mean I gotta wait 2 weeks to get paid for some money, and that shit was hard to adjust.
Especially when the life you came from, being able to blow money and have this and that and buy whatever you want. Like it's hard. That's like a rich person going poor. They can't adjust to that no more.
That shit was
I was running it up before I caught my last one, man. That last one put me on my ass too. And it was crazy because all my other ones was before I had kids. So now I had kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had 2 daughters at the time. I got 4 kids now. Shout out to my kids, man.
Definitely shout out to the kids.
What up?
Shout out to Coley. Shout out to Michaela, Naya.
Right. Shout out to my kids, man. Like, so at the time I had just my 2 oldest kids, and you know, that shit just was fucked up being away from them because I was with them every day. Like, I was active in their life every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Courtney was in school. I'm taking Chloe to the mall with me, burning the mall down. Burning the mall down.
You an
like,
active
you know what I'm
dad.
saying? Right. Still, to this day. Like, you know what I'm saying? I love my kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? But just being away from them, that shit just like slowed me down. Like, that shit actually changed my whole life and, like, you know what I'm saying, changed my whole bop. I'm still getting the bag. I just work now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still getting the bag. I still got other hustles. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bag clothing, Hayden Makai footwear. Like, you know what I'm saying? Living legends. Is it?
It's hard to adjust. And depression, because people don't know you be in a depression, and you don't want to show that to people.
Not at all.
So you gotta start from the bottom. That shit is like.
How have you coped with your depression, like coming home and like saying, "Damn, I gotta get out the depression. I gotta."
Or was you depressed, or did you have the like on some real shit? Did you have the man? Fuck everybody. I gotta get me right attitude.
Ambition was up. You know
right,
what I'm saying? Like,
as it
so
should
it was
be.
just like, you know what I mean? Like, depression wasn't even an option. Like, when
when
I came home from that first bid from doing boot camp, I was up at 6 o'clock in the morning running. Doing my 2-mile run, coming back, showering, getting the kids up from school. I did that shit all the way up until I caught my gun charge. Like, I was programmed, like PT.
Right. You singing cadences.
That should have do it to you.
Side straddle house.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm calling up my homie, like, yo, what's up? You want to go to the park and do some push-ups? He's like, yo, what up? Let's go. I'm like, so I was still programmed, you know what I'm saying, when I came home from that bed and then go back and then come home in 2018. It was just like when my feet hit the floor, I was running, but I got caught up in that little situation that wasn't supposed to be a situation.
Right.
But it just happened to be a situation.
Look. I'm going to tell you what it be, right? It be God sitting us down when He just hear me out. Hear me out. Why
I know what you're gonna say. My mom said the same thing. I don't want to hear that.
I don't want to hear the shit either. But this is some real shit. I didn't want to hear the shit either, right? Sometimes it's God sitting your ass down because He needs you for a later time. I don't need you right now. You might get caught up. You might get shot. I don't need you to get shot. I don't need you to get this certain indictment. Okay. I don't need you. Take this bullshit right now because I know this is what you're doing.
All right.
Take this and do that. But when you come home, I need you to do this when you get your mind right.
Okay, so
know what I'm saying? So they you know what I mean? They do it.
I believe in 3 strikes too, right? So I believe in 3 strikes.
But it's 3 outs.
Listen what I'm saying.
With them 3 strikes, that's only 1 out.
This is what I'm saying. So if I'm telling you the third was I'm done. The first, I came home and I was too active.
You was hyped,
right.
Like
I came home physically fit. You understand what I'm saying? Right. I sat in the county and was a marshmallow. You know what I'm saying? By the time I got fucking done with boot camp, I was terminated. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a big transformation. So I'm coming home like, but I'm like, when I'm outside, my birthday we lit, boom, get booked again. You know what I'm saying?
How long was that? Like from that time you came home to that?
September, October, November, December, January.
4 months.
That wasn't even a real run. Like I came home, days. I was out there with the flag. You know what I'm saying? I quit that shit because it was too cold. I'm like, fuck that.
They want you to wear a vest.
Yeah.
They talking about
crane stop. I said, fuck that.
And niggas just curving it.
That shit wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, I'm done with that. And it was just like, okay, what's next? I'm a felon. It's theft by deception. Nobody wants to hire theft. All they looking at is
how hard was it for you to find a job?
They're not even talking about
I got financial identity fraud, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's hard to find a job.
My man, that shit is hard.
Especially working with big companies.
I'd rather be convicted of murder.
Yeah.
A murderer would get a job faster than me.
Yep, they look at us like thieves, like we're gonna steal.
You look at me, and then it's like once I'm so open to tell you because I'm like they like do you have a like no I'm like listen I do
Yeah.
And let me tell you about it.
You keep it real on your app.
Because from here you go, I'm gonna tell you, like, this does not determine who I am.
No.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, yes, I did wrong.
I made
You know
mistakes.
what I'm saying? However, you know what I mean? That's not who I am. You could give me that chance. You could take a chance on me. You know what I'm saying? Thank God I haven't had any problems finding employment. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I've been able to keep employment. So,
That's
function,
what's
right?
you know what I'm
That's
saying? So
definitely
it's
what's
like,
up.
and it's good jobs. Like, I work with people with mental health and disabilities. So I'm, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like I'm
You're doing
That's
something
good. That's
productive.
yeah, I feel like, you know what I
Right.
mean? I gotta give back some way. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If I can't do anything,
Right,
that's what I need to do.
So that's your current job now. That's what
Yes,
you do
I love
currently.
that.
That's what's up.
Nice.
That's what's up. So you can turn it around. You know, after
Absolutely.
going to jail,
It's always hope.
there's hope and there's ways that you can, you know,
gotta
get
keep
your
the
life
faith.
back on in track.
Right.
You gotta
You
have
can.
faith.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta have faith in God,
Yeah.
whoever you
Gotta have
believe.
faith in
you know what I'm
yourself
saying? But
also.
you gotta have faith in yourself
Definitely.
to push through all. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing is always remain solid. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
One thing, I'ma always say this. If you could do it, you could sit on it. You know what I'm saying?
So
Stand
funny.
on that shit.
Stand
you know
on
what
your
I'm saying?
shit. Stand
Own
on
that
your
shit.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? If it's,
Accountability.
You know what I'm saying? Accountability
Yup.
is heavy. You know what I'm saying? That's one. You know what I'm saying? You gotta integrity. That's important.
Can't be in
That's
denial.
right.
You know what I'm
I ain't
saying?
gonna lie. I don't like co-defenders.
You know what
I
I'm
like
saying?
a
It's
man.
honest. You know, my first co-defendant told on me. My
that's
husband
why-
told on me. So I
Nasty
had no
work.
Listen,
choice.
I don't do
Nasty
shit.
work.
I ain't doing nothing
You know
with
what I
them.
mean? But we ain't
Everyone,
gonna
this is-
talk about that.
this is
Oh,
all-
that ain't cool. That shit ain't cool because people should be
Ain't cool
ready
at
to
all.
tell to
Ain't
get
cool at
themselves
all.
out of
Put it
shit.
out there, Hassan Carmone.
Oh,
You know what
nasty
I'm
work.
saying?
Everyone,
Cool.
this is all in conversation.
All in conversation.
We at Proven Magic Studios. I'm Jody Mack. I'm here with Harlem Nah.
You already know.
And Miss Quana
Girl in the
Monet.
building.
You.
She breaking down the breakdown. So if you just know what I mean,
If
My
you just
life,
tuning
real
in,
talk.
this is what it is, and
If
this
you
is what it's
just
gonna be,
tuning in,
man.
life
It ain't gonna be
after
no playing.
lockup.
It ain't gonna be none of that. Like Quana's here, she's in the building, and her story is authentic. Her story is official.
Yep. I got all my transcripts. You want them?
Yes. And
Right.
I like
Fuck
that
outta here.
because
Right.
everybody, people don't realize that. People don't be ready to say that. People don't be ready to show their paperwork. You
I got
know?
them all.
If-
That's like niggas in the feds.
them all.
You gotta show that paperwork.
Got 'em
You
all.
have
I got
to
a
show
lot of my
Oh.
man. A lot of my mans right now was in the feds. A lot of my mans from my block is in the feds. Free the real, man. And the rest of y'all niggas, man, that I don't know. That's not in that. Niggas that's not in that category, man. While you in there, man, just get to that category, man. Get some type of morals or something in your life, man. Right.
And listen,
Kill. Oh, nah, I ain't
it
gonna
doesn't
say
make
that.
you a bad person. We make mistakes, you know. We all
Of
make
course.
mistakes, and we grow from them. And it's
We do.
how we grow and how we get better in life. You know, we learn.
That's why
It's all about
it's
what
life.
you
That's
surround
why it's
yourself
life
with
after
too. You know what
lockdown.
I'm saying? Like, you gotta surround yourself around people.
Yeah, because
that
if you
really
would have
wanna
came
see
home
you
and
grow.
still been around the same type of.
I tried though.
Yo, you wanna hear some real shit?
I tried.
You know what it is? Like for me, I feel like these niggas that's getting locked up now, they spoil you with it. Like it's like camp now. These niggas got
They got the tablet. Yeah, they got the
like, you know what I'm
tablet.
saying?
Yeah.
These
The
niggas
virtual
is
visit.
spoiled.
Yeah.
Like we used to have to get it shaken over the phone.
Now you
If
I
you
ain't
ain't,
have that
if you ain't
experience,
rock, if you
See,
ain't
y'all
rock,
niggas
you
got
had
it
6
different.
minutes.
Y'all
It wasn't
men got it
slot time.
different.
You a 6 minute nigga. You fucked up, man.
Yeah, men
And,
definitely
you know what I'm
got it
saying?
different in the penile system.
And
You know what I'm
this shit is
saying?
different, like for real.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm
definitely
saying?
do. But
This
the women
different.
shit ain't
definitely
really
more
like.
rough. It's not like that. It's
that
not
shit,
like
that
that.
shit ain't like that.
It ain't like
man.
that now. These niggas, this shit is Twinkie feeling.
You
I
lose
just
your
got held
phone.
hostage recently. They just locked me up. Told me I had a warrant. I knew I ain't have no warrant. Nigga, I drive. I work for New York City. Where the fuck I got a warrant at? I fly. What the fuck is you talking about a warrant? I already knew it wasn't me. They take me on an island. Well, we don't got nothing to do with it. These niggas if they don't come get you, then fuck it, you out of here. If they come, you gotta go with them.
What is it? 10 days? 12 days?
Nah, it's in New York for Georgia to come get me. It was 15 working days, so that equals 3
Some
weeks.
days, some different places.
So I'm laid up on an island on 2.5 weeks. They come get me. They drive me down in an old ass. The nigga got me handcuffed in the back of an old ass ML 320 with the crash bar inside. I'm stiffer than a motherfucker, man.
Oh, he said the crash bar.
Nah, dead ass, yo.
That's fucked up.
Bro, so I'm tied up in that shit. So now I get to Douglas County, Georgia. Fuck them. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm in that motherfucker, nasty work. This shit is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything is, these niggas got tablets. These niggas, everything futuristic. It ain't no hands-on searching, nothing. Go through that machine, boy. If you ring,
they put the commissary up right now in the county.
yo,
Because what? Well, it was $80 now it's $120. So it's
there you could go shopping
It
every
made it
week.
$120. It's $120.
Look,
They
these
trying to make
niggas
that
had me
man
hostage. Listen,
comfortable.
no, these niggas had me hostage, right? Mind you, I know I don't got no warrant. So now we go in front of the. I'm there, just there. I don't got no court date. I don't got nothing. I'm just there. I'm just waiting. Like, yo, I'm gonna smack these niggas heavy with this lawsuit as soon as this shit is over. You know what I'm saying? So long story short, short story shorter. These niggas take me to court.
8705.
These niggas take me to court. I get to court. They ask me what's my date of birth. I give them my date of birth. They said, "You sure that's your date of birth?" Yeah, I'm sure that's my date of birth.
Right.
What's the last four of your social? Now, when I tell them my last four of my social, I'm watching the court clerk on that laptop going in. I just seen the face drop, like Your Honor, can I approach? Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Coleman. There's been some type of. They let me go right there from the courtroom. No nothing, just an apology. Like I wasn't gonna spank them with this lawsuit.
So you fucking right.
Yeah, you kept me hostage.
Yeah.
If I would have did this to
And how many
somebody,
days
I would have
you
been
did?
kicked. Like 3.5 weeks.
Yeah, you got
Almost a month.
I think
need
New
that
York
bag.
is like New York is like 2,500. It's
like $3 grand I'm gonna get from New
$3
York
grand a
just
day.
for the just for the arrest because New York just had to pick me up because I had the warrant.
Right, but
So-called
you get paid
warrant.
for every day. So you were working at that time?
Of course.
All right, so
You
you
lost
get
your
paid
job,
for
yeah.
you get paid for your
Nah, I
wages.
didn't lose my job.
but you
But you
But
get
you
paid for your
lost
wages
days.
as laws. You bugging.
Right,
You gotta go for all
of
of
course.
that.
I look.
So-
Look, if we would have did that to somebody, they would have called that kidnapping, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Okay, so now I hired a lawyer who knows how to break it down the legal way of how these motherfuckers
I
kidnapped me.
was fucking held against my will.
Damn
I didn't ask
I
for
was
this.
kidnapped. They took me from my family,
Yep.
my kids,
Suffering,
lady,
depression.
my job.
Yep.
I was on the
Everything.
way to road to the riches. Now I'm stuck on a treadmill.
I gotta come back home, get my shit right.
I
Started from the bottom.
I had to take a flight
Now I'm back
home.
there.
Yeah.
Like the
Word.
fuck. Yeah, they know how to. That's one thing about these people. Like they definitely know how to jam us up. You know. And the sad part about it, the state of Pennsylvania is once you get in their system,
Because it's a
it's a hard way to get out of them. Like this,
Right.
the Commonwealth is like they make their laws up as they
As
go.
they go,
Yup.
right? As they
You know
go,
what I'm saying?
right?
So
I agree. I believe that.
when it's like wait, because when I went to court, when I went to parole in New Jersey, right,
Mhm.
and I'm sitting in front of this black man from Trenton, the hood,
Mhm.
and he's like, "What? You was locked up for what? That's by deception. They gave you a 3 to 6. Man, they would have gave you fucking. You would have got a 364 for that. Like, what are they talking about?" I'm like, oh shit. He like, yeah, them Commonwealths will do it to you. You get what I'm saying? So it's like,
Right.
fry
you,
your ass.
because it's like, hold on.
Because they
You
got
char-
a point system here too.
So, boom, they charged me with theft by deception and theft by unlawful taking, right? They gave me a 1.5 to 3 with 4 years special parole. Consecutive.
Nasty work.
So another 1.5 to 3 with 4 years special parole.
Right.
So in Tails that made it
A 3 to 6 with 8 years
You know what I'm
special
saying? So
parole.
my code D, who miraculously stopped going to court with me,
Crazy.
and I don't know why. I don't know why. I just want to know why. We were legally married.
So he just stopped going to court?
Bro,
What
we
happened
went
to
to
his
our
case?
preliminary hearing. We were in Northampton County. We got visits every Wednesday. We would see each other every Wednesday. You understand what I'm saying to you? The motherfucking CEO came to me and was like, "Hey, yo, Garmon, your husband's a piece of shit."
What the fuck? The CEO?
Right.
I'm like, huh?
Not
What do
the
you mean?
CEO.
Hey, what you mean? I call home. I don't know what the fuck going on.
So he was out?
No,
Oh.
he was still in the county.
Oh, okay.
But we went to our prelim together. We rode in the same car together. Because you tell me what this means. Because I thought co-defendant meant we ride together, we die together.
Bad boys.
Bad boys for life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we get booked together. We go in. We both get our bail. We go to the county. I tell a nigga, like, yo, listen, I got this. You know what I'm saying? Like, the bulk of the money is on me.
Mm-hmm.
I got charged with 1.5 million. You got charged with 150,000. Like, nigga, that's nothing. Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
Just chill. I'm gonna own mine.
Yeah, I'm gonna own my shit. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
holding it down.
you good. You feel me? Like, chill. I got this, baby. One of us got to be home with kids.
Somebody.
And
Yeah.
I know I'm cooked. My discovery is this fucking thick. Where I'm going. But let me explain. Nobody would let me explain. But he explained to somebody because we went to the prelim. Boom, we go to the prelim. We talk the whole ride there. We go back. We get a court date. And then the next time, it's time for us to go to court. My lawyer is like, Shantae, well, this is what they have for you. And I think you should just take the plea. I'm like, fuck you. I don't want to take the plea because da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da, and I have this paperwork because my baby father was upstate working for me. My oldest kid's father was working for me upstate, sending that paperwork down. Had the lawyers upstate going in like, use this, use this, use this. So I had grounds. But nobody would let me explain because he already explained it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so
he told his side already.
Meanwhile, back at the prison, I'm like, nigga, I'm not taking that plea. Like, what are you talking about? He's like, I think you might want to take this plea because if you go to trial, they're going to smoke you.
I think he may have took the plea before you, right? So when you take a plea, as
Listen
you know,
to me.
I'm not
It was
making
put in the,
excuses.
listen to what I'm telling you.
I'm just saying, but
He
you
didn't-
know when
it
you
was
take
put
a
in the paper that
did you get your
she
discovery?
did. I did get my discovery.
Oh, then there's no excuses for him.
I'm telling you, I have my discovery.
Right, it's no
Oh yeah,
excuses
so
for
if
him.
you got
He
to
has no
discuss, you know what's
excuses.
going on.
Right, it's no excuses for him.
I'm not going to say the man.
No,
I'm not going to
I
say
mean-
the
You
man
said
told on me if.
But I mean, no. I mean, listen, you got your discovery as long as you know what's going on.
All right, look, right fast, right? Because we about to wrap it up. But I want to lock you in for another interview.
Okay.
I want to lock you in because your story need to be heard by in its entirety, like full. Fuck just the locked up shit.
Right.
You a thorough one.
I know.
I know you
I'm
know.
different.
I know you know. Like, but you gotta give people their flowers. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
When
definitely.
you acknowledge it, you can't wait. You don't gotta wait and all that shit. You gotta give people their flowers. You solid with it.
Thank you.
I want to lock you in for another interview.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely do.
I
And I
would
want to lock you in for another Life After Lockdown, so
Yeah.
you can finish telling this story. Nah,
got you.
because this is dope. Like, know what I'm saying? But I want to definitely lock you in for a like, know what I'm saying? A real like.
Just a thorough check.
Like,
Thorough
right,
check.
like, know what I'm saying?
Just some
Yeah.
real, just some real shit.
Definitely.
Just real talk. Like,
Yeah,
Right,
real
just
talk.
right. That's
All
the
in.
all-in
Yeah,
conversation.
all-in conversation.
Right. I don't want to
Call
just
that shit no hold bars.
You know what I'm saying? I don't really want to just focus on, know what I'm saying,
Right.
the lockdown with you because it's as we having our conversation, so much shit is just popping in my dome that I want to ask you, and I want to be prepared, and I want to lock in and set up another interview with you.
I definitely appreciate that. And
yes, we appreciate you. We appreciate you.
Thank you for inviting me on them.
Definitely, I want to
like,
get your
this
story.
was something different.
You know, I've been arrested before. I've been locked up. I ain't do as much as time as you, girl, but. It broke me. So I really want to get this story out because, you know, women go to jail and we don't talk about that. We only talk about men or, you know, men is always going to jail and how they feel. But us as mothers, us as women, you know, I want people to see from that side.
Because it's hard to form that bond back with your kids, especially depending on how long you've been going. Like,
it is.
You know what I'm saying? So some people get it the first time.
Because even my baby now, she's 9 and she suffers still, you know, because of me being gone for so long. So I'm trying to get that back with her too. So it's hard, you know, for our children and our family and everybody. So I definitely wanted to have this because I know what it felt like, and I want to talk about it.
Right. Some women is just like they don't feel comfortable enough to come forward.
No, but you gotta have your truth and be.
But some people they not really standing on their truth,
and that be a problem. They don't stand on their truth, and they
you gotta come with the receipts though.
And that's what I tell. Because you know, some people try. I had an argument with somebody and tried to throw it in my face. Was like, oh, because you was in jail, you was away from your kids. Listen, I'm not scared to tell my truth. I'm not scared to tell what I've been through.
It's not embarrassing.
I've been through it, and guess what? I got through it. God got me through it.
Yes.
And you know what? It was an experience. It was something that I had to go through, and it made me a better person. Believe it or not.
The struggle was real.
Yeah, it was a struggle, and I came home. And I came home on my bullshit. Like, you know what? That's a place I don't want to ever go again. I don't want to be away from my kids. And then that too gave me ideas to do these type of things that I'm doing now because it made me sit down and just focus on what I want to do in my life.
Yep.
So it gave me a chance to, like, you know, think about my future when I came home. Right. So it also gave us time to think, you know, about what we want to do.
You know the 5 P's? Anybody know what those are?
The 5 P's.
Come on, proper preparation. Come on, you know what it is.
All right, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? You got to put that out there because that's what utilizing that time is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you utilize your time in a proper manner, you know what I'm saying? You could plan properly.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Before you prevent that, you could prevent that poor performance.
Yep.
So the whole time you bidding, you extracting your whole plan when you come home. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about the job. You gotta think about the.
Some people go back to the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
But some people make it easy because you could come home and I promise you that shit was like falling in my lap. Here, take this. Yeah. You want this? Yo, you home? But it was like, nigga, when I was in that cell, what happened?
Right.
I'm saying, like,
God don't make mistakes.
No, he don't. He don't make no mistakes.
Right.
But
so
yeah, once
you gotta
again,
accept it.
Once again, all in conversations.
Yes.
Life after lockdown.
Yes.
Jody Mack, Harlem now.
Yep.
Thank you, Quana, for pulling up on us,
you
man.
I appreciate you.
Thank
and you know what? She called me. Oh, I'm gonna be 15 minutes late. I appreciate things like that. I was appreciating you so much because some people don't do that. They won't even let you know if you know the communication. So I appreciate you.
I really wanted to do this.
No, I see that she communicated, and I appreciate.
That's why I had to lock it in, man. Her story need to be told,
man.
No,
but we gonna get We're gonna get more deeper into this story.
Right.
Definitely gonna get deeper into this.
Right.
All right.
All that conversation, Proven Magic.
You know what it is.
Shout out to DJ Jamie O, Harlem 9, your boy Jody Mack, Quana in the building. We out of here. Peace.